What's the difference between your generation and our generation, culturally and ethically, and what messages do you want to bring forth to us?
For the most part, I don't see that much of a difference. I think the fact that we grow up here in the US, we understand the expectations that we have of ourselves and from other people in this country. And at the same time, I think the current generation also sees and feels the same thing, that they're being told the same thing. I think some of the bigger differences is that having seen what we've seen, I was born in Laos and I was in the refugee camp, and that just gives me that extra experience. I might not have remembered much, but I do have enough to refer back to say that I was there, to say that I've gone through what I've gone through, and be able to connect with my parents. So when they start to tell me stories, or when they give me a hard time, and when they make comparisons back to how it was in Laos, I actually know what they mean. As opposed, I think the biggest difference would be for this generation would be that it's actually harder for them to know what they mean, and therefore you get the gap between the generations dividing a little bit wider in that respect, that not understanding one another's background makes it more difficult to communicate, makes it more difficult to be closer, either as families or as friends. So I think that's the big challenge. If we can connect that, I think families would be tighter. I think the understanding and the level of love that we have for each other would be a little more out in the open. I'm sure we all have that love. It's just that it's not as out in the open that I feel that it should be, because of this lack of understanding.